For number 7, it says circle all products below that are real numbers, which means that we can't have any imaginary numbers in our final answer. So we have to do each one individually and see which ones result with real numbers and which ones result with an imaginary number. So for the first one, we have 10i times 7, and when I multiply those, I get 70i. Now from here, we have to see if we can simplify anything. We can't combine anything, we can't substitute anything, it's simplified as far as it goes. Therefore, because this I is still in there, it's not a real number. If we go to the next one, we have 17i times I. That results when we multiply in 17i squared. And we know that 17i squared, we can substitute out the I squared and substitute in a -1, which then gives us -17 as a final answer. There's no more I involved because I substituted out the I squared and I put in a -1. So it results in -17, which is a real number. Now here, worked on here, we have 4 minus I times I, so I distribute here. 4 times I gives me 4I, and then -I times I gives me -I squared. So I can substitute out the I squared for -1, but in the end I'm just left with 1 plus 4I. I can't get rid of this I, therefore making that an imaginary number. Let me erase that for later. And then when we move down here to the second row now, so -12 times -6 just equals -72, or +72. There's nothing, no i's ever involved in the problem, therefore that's a real number. Now the next one we have to FOIL. So we have 7 times 7 gives us 49. 7 times -2 gives us -14i. 2i times 7 gives us plus 14i. And then 2i times -2i gives us -4i squared. So we have a bunch of i's in here. So the first thing we're going to do is combine like terms. So we have 49, which stays by itself. -14 and +14, those end up canceling each other out. And then I have -4i squared. And again, that I squared now, we can substitute out for a -1. And I'm left with, I'm left with 49 plus 4, which then leaves us at +53. So again, we cancel out the i's here, we substituted out the I squared, therefore this results in a real number. Okay, and then again we're going to distribute here, so we have 12 times 7, that gives us 84. And then 12 times 5i gives us 60i. Okay, it's not I squared, so I can't substitute it out, there's nothing to cancel it out with, therefore this is not a real number.